Good evening. This is a news update on African Free Press Television. I am Momo Basi. The Bankers Committee has offered further clarification on the recent restriction on dollar cash deposits into domiciliary accounts. CEO Guaranty Trust Bank, who spoke on this position, said the operations of the domiciliary account remain the same. You still have unfettered access to your account. You can transfer money into your domiciliary account and transfer money out of your domiciliary account without any restrictions. The only thing that has changed is payment of cash dollars into your domiciliary accounts. The presidency last night confirmed that former presidents Goodluck Jonathan and Olusegun Obasanjo indeed had been to Aso Rock on private visit to President Muhammadu Buhari. There had been insinuations at the weekend that Jonathan and Obasanjo's visits to President Muhammadu Buhari were aimed at protecting their individual interests in Buhari's onslaught against corruption. Before he handed over last May, President Jonathan had, however, urged his successor not to limit his inquiry to his administration, urging him to extend any possible investigations to administrations before him. However, multiple sources privy to the meeting affirmed that the visits were strictly private and were of no official imputation. The federal government has said that the looming gradual release of excess water from Lagdo Dam in Cameroon and heavy rains expected in oncoming months will result in massive flooding across the country soon. It said poses serious threats to lives and properties in Nigeria, adding that the various flood types to be experienced include river flooding, coastal flooding, and flash flooding. Mede, who spoke during a press briefing at the ministry's headquarters today in Abuja, stated that it had become important for citizens living along flood-prone areas to prepare for relocation to areas considered to be safe and remain at alert for any eventuality. National Assembly Election Petition Tribunal, sitting in Jos today, dismissed cases challenging the elections of Senator Jeremiah Useni and a member of the House of Representatives, Mr. Solomon Marin. Useni represents Plateau South, while Marin represents Boko's Mangu Federal Constituency in Plateau State. A former senator, Brigadier General John Shagaya, had prayed the tribunal to nullify Useni's election, alleging irregularities, rigging, and massive inflation of figures. But the chairman of the tribunal, Justice O.O. Akeredolu, who ruled on the matter, dismissed Shagaya's application for lack of merit, showed that there was structural imbalance in the body of the case that deprived it of all properties that make a good case. Expelled and suspended members of the All Progressive Congress, Bayelsa State Chapter, have dragged the party before the High Court of the state over alleged violation of their rights as members of the party. The plaintiffs include Chief Berekeme Podo, Mr. Sunday Oputu, and 13 others. They also sought an order restraining the APC, Odeji Oyegun, or their agents from reorganizing and dealing with Julius, Daniel, and Peretu as state chairman, deputy, secretary, and BOT member pending the determination of the suits. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, a new round of South Sudan peace talks has resumed. The discussion is aimed at creating ways for the two South Sudanese factions to deliberate on the IGAD plus peace proposal to end the 20-month conflict in the country. While opening the latest round of peace talks, the head of IGAD Special Envoys to South Sudan Ambassador Seyon Mesfin said the warring parties are on the point of no return and they should make hasty decisions to stop the war, noting that combatants have sufficient time to deliberate on the peace deal and it is high time for both of them to act. Britain has accused Spain of violating its sovereignty over Gibraltar, saying Spanish state vessels has repeatedly and unlawfully entered its territorial water. Chinese authorities said today in Beijing that 14 people were killed and 4 missing in a typhoon in eastern China over the weekend. The typhoon forced 188,400 people to relocate. That's the news at dusk. For more news, you can visit our website at www.africanfreepress.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at African Free Press. Do not forget to like African Free Press on Facebook. Once again, I am Momo Basi. Enjoy your evening.